This video will give you a brief overview of the process for completing your roleplay as part of your Pennsylvania DECA competition. Let's start by talking about the logistics of your roleplay. To start, your virtual roleplay will be timed with a specific time limit for viewing your case scenario, uploading your presentation, and how long your presentation must be in length. The time windows vary depending on your event, so let's go through the two different categories. For individual series and principals events, you will have 10 minutes to review your roleplay scenario and prepare your presentation. During this time, you should take notes on the case study, including your performance indicators, since this is the only time you will be able to view them. After you have finished viewing your scenario, you will produce a 10-minute unedited video presentation and upload it to Google Drive. You will then paste a publicly shareable link into the roleplay system and submit. You will have 60 minutes to complete this process. For team decision-making events, the premise is the same, but with two changes. First, you will have 30 minutes to review the scenario with your teammate. During this time, you should take notes on the case study, including your performance indicators, since this is the only time you will be able to view them. We recommend meeting over Zoom or another web conferencing tool so that you can both look at the scenario at the same time. That's because only the designated team captain will be able to log in. After you have finished reading your scenario, you will produce a 15-minute unedited video presentation and upload it to Google Drive. You will then paste a publicly shareable link into the roleplay system and submit. Again, you will have 60 minutes to complete this process. Now let's talk about your roleplay video. Your video must be either 10 or 15 minutes in length, depending on your event, and must be uploaded to Google Drive. The following requirements apply to your video. First, you may not use any title slides, transitions, sound effects or music, virtual backgrounds, etc. In a nutshell, your video should just be of you or your team talking on camera. You may possess notes, but cue cards or teleprompting is prohibited. Your videos must be of your own creation. You may not receive any outside help or aid. When you upload your video to Google Drive, you must set the link to viewable by link only. This is a critical step because it will allow you to paste a link into the system for the judge to view without having to log in. We'll have a separate video posted on how to do this, so go check it out if you need help. When you or your team is on camera, you must be in professional business attire. This is the same as you would for an in-person competition. Failure to follow these instructions may result in an up to 15-point penalty. If your video is unviewable by the judge, your score may result in a 0. Finally, we've allocated 60 minutes for you to create and upload your video to account for internet connections varying across the state. In our tests, most videos should take 10 to 15 minutes to upload, but again, your mileage may vary. If you anticipate having internet problems when competing, please contact your chapter advisor for assistance. Now let's walk through a demo of the roleplay system and show you how it works. To get started, go to the link provided to you by your chapter advisor and enter your assigned username and password. Once you're ready, click Login. You will see a screen that shows your event, your roleplay, and your name competing. If you are part of a team, you will see both team members listed here. But remember, if you're a part of a team, only the team captain will be able to log in. If you're not sure who this is, contact your chapter advisor. Double-check the information here and make sure it's correct. If it is not correct, contact your chapter advisor for assistance. When you're ready to begin, click Scenario. You will be presented with the participant instructions screen, as well as some additional information. Please read this screen in its entirety. If you have any questions, contact your chapter advisor before you begin. Once you are ready to start, click Start Scenario. At this point, the timer will start up here in the corner. The time that you have to prepare varies depending on your competitive event. Again, if you are competing in an individuals or principals event, you have 10 minutes to review this scenario, including the performance indicators, and make your preparations for your presentation. If you are in a team event, you have 30 minutes to do this. This is the only opportunity you will have to view the event scenario, so make sure to make as many notes here as you need, because once you leave this screen, or the timer reaches 0, you will not be able to see it again. When you are ready to move on, click Finished Reading Scenario. You will be presented with a confirmation asking you if you're sure. Click Confirm. You will then be given a screen where you can copy and paste the URL to your public Google Drive video. We'll have a separate video tutorial linked below on how to do this, so if you're not sure, go check it out now. You can put your URL here at this time, so I'll type it in. You would put your Google Drive link here. In this case, for my demo, I'm just putting google.com. Again, you will have a timer up here indicating how long you have to submit this page. The timer is 60 minutes to record your video presentation and upload. This time is the same for individuals, principals, and team decision-making events. Remember, your video must be no longer than 10 minutes in length for individuals or principals events, and no more than 15 minutes in length for team events. Once you are ready to submit, click Finished Uploading Files. You will be given a confirmation screen asking you to confirm before you submit. When you're ready, click Confirm. You will then be presented with a confirmation screen. You can tell that you have successfully submitted because you will see the Scenario button grayed out, as well as the Upload Files button grayed out. You also have the ability to print a confirmation screen showing the time in which you submitted your roleplay. We do recommend printing or saving this just in case there are questions down the line. Once you're ready to exit the system, click Log Out and confirm. You have successfully submitted your roleplay in the DECA online competition system. A lot of you might have questions on how to make your video. Simply put, there are lots of different ways to record videos on your computer. You can use tools like iMovie, Chrome extensions like Screencastify, or web conferencing tools like Zoom. You can also record a video on your phone and upload it to Google Drive too. For teams, you will need to meet and record your presentation virtually. We recommend meeting in Zoom, Google Meet, or WebEx, and recording yourselves doing a presentation. Other options may be available too, so check with your chapter advisor if you need help. Regardless of which option you choose, we strongly recommend testing your technology before you start your roleplay. Since there are so many different tools out there for recording videos, it's impossible for us to give instructions for every tool out there. Also, once you start the roleplay and the timer is going, it's difficult for PA DECA or your advisor to assist you. To practice a roleplay in this virtual style, we recommend recording yourself or your team doing a practice presentation using a sample roleplay. These are available at www.deca.org. You can also ask your advisor for roleplays used in previous years. The last thing we'll talk about is scoring. Judges will score your roleplay presentations electronically after the roleplay window has closed. Judges will be able to log in and score your presentations electronically. Evaluations are based on the standard DECA rubrics, but we want to let you know of 3 key points. First, judges will evaluate your content and not the quality of your technology. We're more interested in what you have to say. Second, judges are aware that each participant may conduct a slightly different video presentation each time. Judges will use a clear and consistent eye in evaluating the content you're presenting, not the method of delivery. Finally, questions that the judge would normally ask after your roleplay will now be incorporated into the scenario. You will be asked to prepare responses to the questions the judge once answered, and you will address them as part of your presentation. If you have any questions about virtual roleplays, please contact your chapter advisor. On behalf of Pennsylvania DECA, we wish you the best of luck this competition season.